And welcome back to another benchmark, and today we are testing GT 1030 DDR5 2GB from MSI, release 2017. As usually we are testing with the 9900F, and I know that's overkill for this GPU, but you should have same FPS with T5 2nd generation or Pentium G6400 in the end, of course better. The game we are testing is Biomutant, and let's begin with this benchmark.
Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Chop it up! Finish him. We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only a
Let me introduce my...
Seems more like you're being in your...
Right is always right. Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began and the tree of life started to die. Now you can focus. look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Slash, scrag them. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only... Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. Locked, but good. Oh, it's locked. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Don't give up now. Carving it out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Pa, wherefore, wherewith to lua ba volio. Pilfov ugvuhu, vopra oloi bo bopaweg. Cantita duela bofo atu wamawa.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had...
Atu awa ya lotu luvalu ayetu koreboy.
It was after...
Papa mofo fofo bagwa.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. The potato people, or... You'll need a net to catch the mono, and he wants you to use his...
Bagua, Papa,
He lost
to Hawaii, Auketo, to Ilia, and Tuf.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Alu, Putulua, Tolu Keta, Ya Wawanawe.
Records. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Kotuvon ko kumlunkono, Beboko kontabe.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Tolu Keta. Come, Reaper, Befabihita, Okobwa, Setuata Bobkila.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the tree... A signpost, map... Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll... Look, A survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Himatu, Saina, Penalinde, Taval, Emasai, La Troele, Sachetusi, Fader, Saina, Tino Matau.
He can't understand why you do such.
Good work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Ah, you're too sharp to fall for that. Let me guide you into the light.
Wait,
I always...
just...
There's out of date again. He must have missed.
Follow Alo, he could go to one.
Regardless of who you choose, the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Loma Toaha, Oye, Tuvun Bunun, Cobra, Yak,
He believes the tribe...
Itai, Mop.
Another... It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can... Says they're wary of strangers.
Zata is the mój totloho. Kariezne zdace. Paro, ja pult.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy.
Na oko zata yeti rekle od listening is the mo o zanama dolo
Says fear and hatred is the only He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider.
Ite reki tankremo nes novi iglezed. Ite reki igle karies nes that.
He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both. Once you've